previously that we've talked about the forward market hedge in the ACCA AFM exam. But the disadvantage of the forward market hedge is that it is the binding contract. We need to exercise it. However, what if the customer will not pay us on time? So, what we can say is that topic 12, I would like to use the money market hedge, because if the customer will not pay us on time, we can deposit into the bank using a money market for a longer period of time to hedge against that. Sounds a bit complicated. The approach will be quite standardized indeed. And here I would like to show you my unique approach of how to tackle the money market hedge, and you can't get this wrong. Let's see an example here called Simon. Using a money market hedge to hedge, which means to protect against the receipt. And we're told that Simon is based in the UK, expecting to receive $200,000 in 3 months' time from a US customer. We've got the exchange rate now, and this is what I mean by the spot rate. Now, the money market hedge, the aim of the MMH, or money market hedge, is to fix at the current spot exchange rate. That's it. We're going to be locking the future exchange rate into today. And that's the aim of the money market hedge. So what we can do is that we can see in the UK, if you deposit money at 6%, but we borrow at 9% because we always lose. In the USA, we deposit at 11%, borrow at 14%. All right, now, we'd like to use the money market, which means something to do with the interest rate, in order to lock the future exchange rate today. Let's do it. Regarding the money market hedge, my approach, relatively straightforward. Now, I would like to create 4 boxes there. On the right-hand side will be our home country, because we're in the UK, is the UK pound. And the overseas on the left-hand side, which means the USD. And this is now, and this is in 3 months' time. We're going to be receiving in 3 months' time of $200,000. Now, here as a starting point, our aim for that is to eliminate all these transactions overseas, so we suffer from no foreign exchange rate risk at all. So to do this, I would like to put a minus there, because minus plus, which means 0. So copy that figure, $200,000, over something. So here, in this box, in the money market, it can either be to borrow or to deposit. Here, because it's minus, which means we need to pay the money back. And this is what I mean by borrow. We borrow from the overseas, which means the USA's bank. And here, the final box there, because we determine the first box will be borrow, and therefore the final box will certainly be deposit. Okay. Right, deposit in the UK bank. Now, finally, because from the previous section that we know about the Forex quote, and here is positive, which means plus. So regarding the spot rate or the foreign exchange rate, we can only have buy or sell. Buy, which means we spend the money out, is negative, but sell, which means we get the money in, which means positive. So it's a match with that symbol. So what we need to do is to sell dollar. Okay. Now let's do it. Now, in the US, we borrow at 14%. Now, 1 plus 14%, I'll use another color. But only for 3 months. So times by 3 over 12. So the amounts that we can borrow, we take 0.14 times by 3 over 12 plus 1, 1.035. That give me, I need to borrow now 193,237. So the money will grow in 3 months' time to $200,000 to be repaid to the US bank. Now, for this money, I will need to sell dollar, and the base currency, as you can see, is pound. This is the symbol next to the slash. All right, so we sell dollar, but dollar is not base currency is pound. We need to also change the sale to buy. So this will buy pound. You always lose, buy pounds at a high price. High price will be 1.4990 instead of 960. So 1.4990 there. The transaction value, we directly copy that to be 193,237. The first symbol is the same, so we use divide. Okay, 9 out of 10 we will use divide. So divide 1.4990, that becomes pound 128,910. So which means that we borrow the USD, we convert that into UK pound, we get the lump sum of money right now. So this is why we need to deposit into the UK bank of 128,910, but we do not divide that any longer because we would like to work out the future value rather than the present value. Rather than the monies that we input now, we would like to work out how much monies that we can get from the UK bank in 3 months' time, including interest and the principal. So this is why we times by 1 plus the deposit rate in the UK. The deposit rate in the UK will be 6% there for 3 months. Now, we times by 6% divided into 12 times by 3 plus 1 times by 128,910. So we will get 138,844. Now, what that means is when we receive $200,000 in 3 months' time, we use this to pay the US bank for the amount we borrowed. Which means we are explaining to the examining team that, okay, so we would like to use that $200,000 to eliminate the left-hand side. Okay. Now, the next point I'd like to say is that we will get 130,844 from the UK bank. That's equivalent to $200,000, and because that money has been locked at the current spot rate. The current spot rate when we sell the USD, which means to buy the UK pound, at 1.4990 per UK pound. That's how we do it. Money Market Hedge.
APC, accounting for your future.